I woke up on a summer's day from dozing on a bank of clay. The hot and humid fog, the splashing of the water dug, no come or canoe. I'm standing in the bower. Tell me, friend, if you got the time, where in these woods does grow the healing vine? And I was searching for my love, who used to live in the hills above, and I don't live at all, no, never since my last downfall. There she'd be, and she see me, drifting in the doggone dream. They throwed my windows and doors for a century of misery. The The excellent Michael Hurley. Hi, Ma, look, I'm on TV. Welcome. Welcome to show 90 of Messing Around with Charlie Messing. I dedicate this show to everyone who's watching who is 90 years old. And I also dedicate this show to anyone who just got a 90 on a test. Not bad, kid. Or, well, actually, it could be somebody who's 50 at this point. People are retraining like crazy all over the place. I tried retraining. I've been retrained, I've been trained, I've been retrained. I've been multiply trained. I've been trained in many ways. My train has many cars. What was it you wanted? Tell me again so I know what's happening in there, what's going on in your show. What was it you wanted? Would you tell me again? I'll be back in a minute and you can get it together by then. What was it you wanted? You can tell me I'm back. We can start it all over, get it back on the track. You got my attention now. Go ahead, speak. What was that you wanted? Will you kiss my cheek? way I want it slipped out of my mind. Remind me, be so kind. There's a record been broken. Did the needle just skip? Is there somebody waiting for a slip of the lip? What was it you wanted? I ain't keeping score. Are you the same person that was here before? Is it something important? Maybe not. What was it you wanted? Tell me again, I forgot. Is the scenery changing? Am I getting it wrong? Is the whole thing going backward? I play an old song. Where were you when it started? Did you want it for free? What was it you wanted? Are you talking to me? The impeccable Bob Dylan. I've noticed when watching these how odd it is to watch myself kind of sauntering and going, shifting my weight. You know, I saw Henry Rollins do a show where he got on stage and he went like this, and that was it. And he just talked like this for about an hour and a half. I'm not sure that he even switched feet. But he just stood there and he did great. Henry Rollins is great. This is a man who can talk for an hour without saying He doesn't say He doesn't say I have the greatest respect for Henry Rollins. Now, let me ask you, have you ever seen Prince playing and standing within 10 feet of another human on stage? Unless they're up on a pedestal or something, it just doesn't happen. He doesn't want to be shorty. And who could blame him? When I was in high school, until 11th grade, I was one of the shortest kids. I was 5'2". Then one year I lost 20 pounds and gained 6 inches. Interesting. Then I was a person. I was more or less accepted in my high school, which doesn't mean all that much. There's still somebody calling you, "Hey, mess!" High school is not kind. High school is somewhat cruel. It's pretty wild. You're sort of grown up, you're sort of not at all. How many minutes we got? Welcome to show 90. That's a lot of shows. I think I should do at least 100. Sometimes I flirt with the idea of just stopping at 100. Just stopping at 100. Here, I'll put my hand on this TV. Let's see what you think. Oh, we switched the... Now you can see all of me. Yes, I was just going to kind of look at that. Isn't it incredible how small a 5-inch TV is? Someone gave me a TV. Someone gave me a TV I am very happy with. A friend of mine, an excellent friend. He had an extra TV and my TV was tiny. I now watch an image which is at least 4 times the size of the one I used to watch. It's really a lot better. She was there at the bar. She heard my guitar. She was the queen of them all. Last night, talking about last night. Last night, thinking about last night. She was dark and discreet. She was light on her feet. We went up to her room, and then she lowered the boom. Outside, people sang and danced in the street. Up above, the walls were swirling with the heat. Last night, about last night. Last night, talking about last night. I asked her to marry me, she smiled and pulled out a knife. The party's just beginning, she said, your mother, you're your love. Last night, talking about last night. Last night, thinking about last night. Now I'm back at the bar. She went a little too far. She done me wrong. Now all I have is this song. Last night, thinking about last night. Last night, talking about last night. Last night, talking about last night. Yes, look, I'm next to the TV. You can't see me on the TV, though. Oh, well, it's kind of a trade-off, isn't it? I stand up, and then I'm on the TV, and I get down, and I'm next to the TV and all that. Thanks for coming, folks. Thanks for the lights for lighting me up. Thanks for the rain for making me soaking wet on the way in an hour ago. Oh, sorry, 2 hours ago. It poured just in time for my trip into the station with my guitar and all my bags of equipment and my external hard drive. And umbrellas are difficult to get through a doorway. If it's raining all the way up to the doorway, you get up to the doorway and the umbrella's still outside. If you pull it in, there's a problem because you could break it by accident. And there's a superstition against having an umbrella open in the house. I'm not sure what that's based on. Walking under a ladder, I can understand. I mean, the guy will drop something on your head. The ladder will fold up and you'll get stuck in it. I mean, there's a reason not to. I wonder how the black cat thing came about. Superstitions are quite interesting, don't you think? It's interesting to think of picking up all your stuff. Whenever I think about moving, I think about the exertions involved in carrying all the stuff. And I also think of the sorting. I have to sort stuff. I bet I could throw half of my stuff away and not miss it. It's amazing. But, you know, I save things that are good, and I save things that I really like and I really want. I have to get over that. Saving something just because it's good. Well, let me put it this way. When I was young, I used to want a lot of stuff. Hey, let's have the whole shot. Let's have that full shot. When I was young, when I was a young lad, of course I was never a young lass. When I was a young lad, I thought that it was great to get stuff. I had a rock collection. Didn't have to invest much in that. Let's see, one of my brothers had a stamp collection and the other one had a coin collection. Wonder if they still have their collections. You know, it's funny, we don't live that far apart, but I don't know. I would like to ask my younger brother, do you still have your baseball cards? And I've forgotten about 30, 40 years in a row to ask him. Gotta remember that. You still have your baseball cards? They'd be worth some money, that's for sure. Hard to say, gotta ask him. And my brother's stamp collection, sort of don't think he has it, but I should ask. Anyway, I collected rocks, and then I collected science fiction and fantasy and horror stories and ghost stories. And then music, I started collecting records. And I still have some of the 45s I collected when I was 10 and 11. I got a copy of 1,000 Miles Away on Ho. I have a copy of I'm So Young and Every Day of the Week on Note Records. What else is rare? Well, I have some other rare records too. And some not so rare. I have I'm Alive by Johnny Thunder. This is not Johnny Thunders. I'm Alive by Johnny Thunder. Go to YouTube and listen to it. It's great. Turn up the bass though. It's a little thin sounding. I think the producer, Teddy Van, something was the matter with his ears. Have you heard about the LA Coke syndrome in recording? In the 70s and 80s, they did so much Coke when they were recording in Los Angeles that their records were famous for not having enough bass because their ears would change after a while and they'd be refining the sound and getting it better and better, but their ears were getting worse and worse, so the songs don't sound that great. An interesting example is a Gene Clark album I just put my hands on. It's called No Other. My wonderful friend Peter Krupkowski gave this to me. And it has the demo version of a number of songs compared to the studio version. The demo versions are better. They sound like the song, they sound like the singer, they sound like the musicians. By the time you get to the production, it sounds like they were trying to give it a sound. And they weren't bringing out the true sound. Okay, enough of that. Love hurts, love scars, love wounds, and marks any heart not tough nor strong enough to take a lot of pain, to take a lot of pain. Love is like a cloud, pulls a lot of rain. Love hurts. Love hurts. I'm young, I know, but even so, there's a thing or two I learned from you. I really learned a lot. I really learned a lot. Love is like a stone, burns you when it's hot. Love hurts. of happiness, blissfulness, togetherness. Some fools fool themselves, I guess, but they're not fooling me. I know it isn't true, I know it isn't true. Love is just a lie made to make you blue. Love hurts. Love hurts. Oh, I'd like to thank LCATV in Colchester, Vermont, for putting me, of all people, on the air. And I'd like to thank Rebecca Padula, who has done now 90 of these shows with me. And I can only hope that it's not getting worse and worse for her. I don't think it is. I think I would notice. On the other hand, who's to say what lurks in the hearts of men and women, to more or less paraphrase and mutate the shadow? Or I can't remember who wrote that line. I think he was a radio character first. I don't think he was a book character first. But of course I could be wrong because that was before my time. I have nothing. I have no one. Adore you and want you so. I'm just a no one. Oh, there's nothing to give you at all. He buys you diamonds, bright, shiny diamonds. You will answer that he can give you the world, but he'll never love you the way he can take you anywhere he wants, fancy clubs and restaurants. I can only watch you with my nose pressed up against the window pane. I had nothing. Who have no one must watch you go dancing by, wrapped in the arms of somebody else, when darling it's I. An Italian song, translated or reformulated by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. And they did a great job. How great? Well, it's an Italian song, and they took all the tracks. They kept all the tracks and just took out the vocal and put Benny King singing in English, and it worked. Great. It's fabulous. Okay, Benny King. Great singer. Thank you so much for watching show 90 of a 1111 production. We'll be cranking it out here, that's right. We'll be on little TVs all over the country, all over the world. People see me in the Netherlands, people see me in New Zealand, people see me in Belgium. Hi, Claire. Claire I have met. Claire went back to Belgium. Claire watches things that I do from Belgium. I would like to go to Belgium. I would like to visit. I'm interested in their beer. I'm interested in their people. I'm interested in all kinds of stuff, and I want to travel. And it's terrible. I haven't been able to travel enough. Really.
I don't know how long it has been, but I was born in Brennan's Glen at the end of spring. There grows a briar and a rose. I picked the rose one early morning. I pricked my finger on a thorn. They'd grown so close, the winding walls, the briar and the rose. I tried to tear them both apart. I felt a bullet in my heart. All the rest of in spring's new clothes, a briar and a rose. And when I'm buried in my grave, tell me so I will know. Your tears will fall to make them grow, the briar and the rose. Your tears will fall to make them grow, the briar and the rose.
Thank you so much for watching show 90 of a 1111 production.